Welcome. I'm Dr. Scott Flagg. I'm a clinical and counseling psychologist, and this is my channel. I thought I'd take this time and briefly record this video to describe a little bit about who I am and how I became involved in the field of psychology and some of the neighboring areas that I've done research or participated in. So as a pretty young man in my teens, I had a couple of exceptional human experiences. I had a few precognitive dreams, and I had a few out-of-body experiences as I was falling asleep. And this led to, I guess, what's amounted to a lifelong fascination with the nature of consciousness, awareness, human potential. And so I began my education in the field of psychology. I also began studying the field of parapsychology and was eventually a director of the American Institute of Parapsychology. I was a researcher at the Princeton Engineering Anomalies Research Lab, where we looked at how consciousness might influence subtle electrical and mechanical systems. In terms of psychological career and pathway, I began in more of a forensic setting, doing competency evaluations and risk assessments for people who are criminally insane or just struggling with their mental health and were vulnerable. I worked at state mental hospitals, medical hospitals, VAs, and ultimately for quite a few years now in private practice, where I see close to 50, typically 40 clients a week. So I've worked with literally thousands of clients over the years, had the pleasure, the grace to be able to help many people through their journey of wellness and purposefulness in life. And so I consider that to be a great honor, and this channel's intention is to dig into some of these deeper aspects of our nature, into the essential skills that as human beings we need to cultivate, both for ourselves and also for the world at large, if we are to survive. So I am also the author of 2 books. One is called Real Psychology, which stands for Rational Emotional Analysis and Liberation. And this book looks at how emotion forms the basis of personality, and how personality and our relating to emotions, if we do so properly, can help facilitate our transcendence and liberation from the confines of being controlled by baser instincts. I am also the author of a book called Xeno Psychology, which is a theoretical perspective book on how alien minds might think, feel, and behave. So I welcome you to my channel. I look forward to deep, purposeful, intentional, intelligent conversations about some of the more challenging conversations that fields like psychology seem to have inadvertently or intentionally avoided in the last 20 years. I think that the field of psychology has a responsibility to explore, examine, address the harder questions of life, and needs to move beyond just validating emotions and providing therapists who are a comfort to their clients. I see the purpose of psychology is truly to answer the hardest questions and facilitate the most growth in the limited opportunity of life that we all have. And so, welcome. And there will be many more videos in the future examining specific topics, and I welcome you in this journey.